How you doing, Roots? This is Royce. I'm at my home. Tomorrow I'll be leaving for Arizona. And for those that don't know, I recently accepted a position at AT&T as their media consultant based out of Seattle here. And a short story about that, God really just opened that door up for me over the past few weeks. I've been, applying at probably a variety of jobs to count, maybe over 100. I was really discouraged actually because even though I applied all over the place, nobody responded. And then just this past Thursday, randomly I came upon AT&T on monster.com, and so I just figured why not just apply there. And so I went onto the corporate website, I applied for a job. There's 3 jobs that I was interested in, all sales. And after I applied for the first one and while I was applying for the second one, HR called me from their corporate headquarters in Minneapolis, and they wanted to schedule an interview. So I was really shocked that literally as I was applying for jobs on the AT&T website, they called me, scheduled an interview the next day, and then just this past Tuesday, the day after Labor Day, they offered me the job. And so I truly believe that this was a door that was opened by God. Just the pace that things moved, I truly feel blessed. And this really leads me into what I want to share with you guys today for a blind spot. I was reading the Bible, and I was reading through the story of Samuel, then leading into King Saul, then King David. And again, I've been going through just a crazy season over these past few months. And just the timing, and again, just the pace of which I was reading, it's amazing how the Bible comes alive when you can really identify your life with the stories in the good book. And recently I was reading upon the story of King Solomon. And he took over the throne after King David, and he had basically unlimited resources. And within that, naturally, greed can enter, pride can enter, and there's a lot of things that people can request upon God. But when he had that prayer with God, he made the request for wisdom. And the powerful thing about that conversation was that Solomon, being in such a high position, he wanted to have that wisdom to make the right choices and to lead the people correctly. And then God not only blessed him with wisdom, but specifically he said, because you chose wisdom, I'm so proud of you. But on top of that, the things that you didn't ask for, the riches, the health, the lifestyle, all these things, even though you didn't ask for it, I will bless you in addition. And when I read that, I was so touched, because over the past, really this whole year, 2011, I've really made an intentional effort to really grow a relationship with God. Because over the past few years, before GLC, I was just in a different season. I really just focused on the hustler's mentality, trying to make that money and really put everything else secondary. And after Carter was in the hospital, it really opened up my eyes and made me realize how important it is to put God first in absolutely everything. And so now, I have such a fresh perspective as I start my new job, and I truly, not only am I thanking God and praising God for the job that He has blessed me with, but also, as I work in the job, I plan to glorify God every single day with every conversation I have, with every deal that I close. It is everything for the glory of God, and everything that I get blessed with, I want to bless His kingdom back. And so it's a totally new season for me, and I'm really excited to share my journey with you guys. Carter, are you recording? Okay. Carter, come here. Carter, come here. So because I'm in a new season, I definitely want to make sure that I do everything to glorify God through my new job, and make sure that the relationships that I build is Christ-centered. I think that's very important. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. Carter is right next to me while I'm shooting this blind spot. Shoot. The other story that was really inspiring to me was immediately after Solomon accepted the wisdom from the Lord, he was given his first situation to deal with his divine wisdom. As many of you guys may know, the story of the two ladies, I believe they were both prostitutes. They each had a child. One of them actually died and the other one was living. And one of the prostitutes, the mother of the child that died, she actually took the baby from the other mother and claimed it as her own. And then they both went to the king arguing whose baby this was. And so Solomon basically said, hey, get me my sword, and this is how I will rule. They said, I'm going to cut the child in half, and then you guys can share the child. And so that King Solomon could cut the child in half, and then they could equally share. But the exercise was that upon suggesting that, the real mother would come through and profess her love for the child. And in the story, the real mother was actually willing to give her child to the other prostitute for the sake of the child living, while the other prostitute, who was not the real mother, she said, yeah, go ahead and cut the child in half. And at that moment, King Solomon knew who the real mother was because of the genuine heart. And that was so touching to me, especially being a parent, which leads me into giving you guys an update on the Price family. I've been visiting the Price family with my wife and kid, and it's just been such an amazing experience because we're able to really bring back the things that we've learned and share our testimonies and really encourage the Price family. And again, seeing the situation from a totally different perspective, seeing the Price parents going through what we went through, it's just so weird, I guess, because it's one thing to feel the emotion, but it's another thing to see it in somebody else's faces. And so in a moment I'm going to share a short clip of an update from Rob Price, the father, on the current status of the child. And yeah, go ahead and take a look.
Alright, I just want to say to everybody, just thank you for all your prayers, your support, just through everything you guys have done. There's Carter here, and my son Porter's in the room right now just taking a good nap. We both got our haircuts this week. Chemo kind of helped with my son, but had to follow suit. I just want to say he's doing awesome. God's miracles with these, just getting the tumor out, just the blessings that has been poured out over this whole time of suffering has been just amazing. And just want to make sure you guys all hug your little ones tonight and just really realize how special they all are and how important they are. And look at what they can teach you more than you trying to always teach them. Thank you guys. God bless.
Here's a picture of Porter Price. I took a picture of this yesterday. This is his current state. I really want to encourage you guys to continue praying for the Price family, but not just the Price family. Any family that you know is in need of prayer, I really encourage you guys to pray, because prayer really works. Your guys' prayers really helped my family out with the healing of Carter, and that same healing power, we need to really transfer it over to the Price family, because they're in need of it right now. Praise God that things are going very well. Surgery has been very successful. Porter's now getting his energy back. He's eating normal food. He's going to the bathroom like normal. And I believe right now they're trying to figure out when they are to leave the hospital. So sooner than later, they're going to be out of the hospital. And very soon they're going to be joining our family at Roots. So I'm really excited for that. And just in closing, I wanted to again thank you guys for just being so wonderful. I mean, you guys are really my family. And I'm honored to be a part of that church, and I look forward to seeing you guys as soon as I come back in mid-October, and hopefully I'll get some time to do a few other blind spot sessions with my iPhone. But God bless you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon.